Hey yo! Yo, JC3 on a Wednesday, middle of the week, hump day. Hey, today, talk about two things. One, real quick. Second one is gonna be the topic of discussion. The first one, hey, the last video that we cut talking about the 7th of July, 4:13 a.m. Most important message I think I could ever put out. Nothing's more important than saving a life. So watch it, share it, like it, subscribe, whatever it is you got to do, get that message out there, do your part, help your friend and family. Hey, second one, let's talk about ownership, right? And I'm not talking about ownership of like property or anything like that. I'm talking about ownership of your actions, your successes and your failures, right? So this was sparked, this thought process was sparked this morning when I was walking out of the gym on my way to go do PRT, physical readiness training. And there was an NCO talking to a soldier. I mean, not in a very professional or loving manner, if you shall speak. So that caught my attention instantly, because at the end of the day, whether you're a leader, a follower, or a mentor, or just a third party, everybody is a person and every person's a human being. So with that being said, treat them accordingly. You can have inflection in your voice and you can put passion behind your words, but what you don't need to do is belittle or berate that person, because when they leave at the end of the day, they are going to be the king or queen of their castle and of their life. Don't rob them of that just because you have a position. Anyways, back to the topic at hand, a little bit of rambling. I'm gonna try to stay on point and on topic. So ownership, the whole nature of this conversation, as I'm listening to it and walking up, and I put my bag down and I kind of slowly make my way over there so the NCO can finish. And I want to talk to the NCO, talk to that leader, right? That junior leader. And it all came down, the synopsis of the whole point was that this leader gave this subordinate a job to do in the motor pool at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now the job got done, did not get done to what that leader thought it should have been done to, that level of completion. And the soldier and his other soldier counterparts, they left the motor pool at 5 o'clock because they thought they were done. And that was it. So this leader, at about 9:30 at night, got a text message asking why the job was not completed in that area. So the leader assumed that it was done because he didn't get a phone call or he didn't get confirmation, right? Now I understand that being upset because you gave out a task and it wasn't completed. Got it, check, block, moving on, right? Here's my question. So when I finally got a chance to talk to him on the side and do a little bit of mentorship, and I'm not going to come in hot and guns blazing and throwing my position or my rank around. That's just not what we do. First thing I asked him was, did you check? And he's like, check what? I was like, did you go down there and check? He's like, oh, check on them working. I was like, no. Did you go check on them? So the mission, the task, the job, or the objective is always going to take care of itself, as long as you're taking care of the people that are taking care of it, right? So I asked him, I said, where is your ownership? Why didn't you own the mission? Because once you own the mission, the task, or the objective, you own everything that goes with it. The tools, the people, the resources, the money, whatever it is for whatever size project you're doing, you own everything. You own the support to the people doing it. You own the supervision and the oversight, making sure it's done right. And you owe it to everyone in any organization, the safety factor, right? Now we're in Texas, and Texas falls in my category number 3 on the heat index. First is that spot called the core of the earth. Number 2 is Kuwait, and then number 3 is Texas. Now we're in, moving into the latter half of July. It's only like 3, maybe 4 digits worth of heat on the scale. So you need to be down there making sure, checking on them. And a byproduct of that is ensuring that the task gets completed, but it's checking on them, taking ownership of them. Like, hey, I own the leadership responsibility of these subordinates. You don't own them, you own the leadership responsibility of them. So once, you know, he got through kind of stammering and stumbling through there, and I'm like, hey, look, you got to own the mission. You owe it to them as human beings and as subordinates to be down there to check on them, because things that go unchecked go undone. And I think that's really where the message came in. So I was like, hey, next time you want to get into the soldier, ensure they understand they got to complete the task and mission at hand. Always ensure that. But also let them know that you failed as well, because you didn't uphold your duty as a leader and fulfill your responsibilities inherent in that role in which you took, right? So the second part of that is ownership. The only thing you truly own outright are your actions, which the residual effect is going to be what comes back to you, whether positive or negative, whether it's success or failure, right? You own your actions. We have forgotten to own our actions. It is a push, deflect, and place blame on other people for whatever happens to us. Right? I was talking to my Grams, my G-Ma, Grammy, and she started to say one of the phrases I hate the most: this generation, these people. No, stop. You have deflected every ownership you got for raising the generation that were your children that turned around and I became their children, and now this new generation is my children. Because you didn't like the way you were raised, you changed the way you raised your kid, and so forth, and it goes down the line, right? Linear effect. So you're at fault for what's going on. Take ownership. Stand together, unite, get with your friends, your family, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, whoever. Figure out where we went wrong. Devise a new strategy, a new training method, implement it, and let's get better. Own yourself so you can be productive in your community. As always, like, subscribe, comment, you know, hit that fancy little bell for the notifications if you want to know when I decide to throw a video up. Hey, I hope it inspired thought. That's the whole point of all these, is to inspire the thought process, get people talking so we can develop. Because the thing is, just because I say it as a way, that's the JC way. That isn't the only way or the best way. It's just the best way I know how to do it. So y'all have a great day. Be blessed. JC3.